Not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And we're underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And here's Llorente, and it's Ruiz. Rabiot gets it clear. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. Now it's Mbappe. Now what about a counter-attack? Cherki. Rabiot. Tchouaméni moved on forwards. Hernandez. Yamal wins the duel this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri. Yamal, now he's off and running. Hernandez cuts out the pass. Upamecano. Saliba, and it's played forward. Cherki, and here's Mbappe. And it's Koundé. Mbappe! It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Nico Williams. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. And here's Nico Williams. That's very neat. A chance to play it in. Koundé does really well to win the ball there. Hernandez. Saliba, played towards the other side. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. And he cuts out the supply. Upamecano. Koundé. Rabiot. Cherki. Pedri. Yamal. Llorente. Rodri. Pedri. Yamal. And here's Llorente. Yamal. Llorente. Pedri. Succumbs to the pressure. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz! keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Rabiot. Chouameni. Can he spark a counter here? Cucurella. Eric Garcia. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri forwards and with intent. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Upamecano. Koundé. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's making a real surge on the left. And the keeper has it. Nico Williams.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Saliba, gently done. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri. Rodri. Kubasi. Rodri. Llorente. Played out to the right, hit into the middle, and he's there to clear it. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They've played it short. Saliba. Hernandez is onto it in a flash. Now it's Oyarzabal. He has found the way through. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lofted upfield, Llorente cuts it out, and that's put paid to a promising move. Nico Williams. Pedri. Neither side yet able to find the net. Eric Garcia. Cucurella. Nico Williams. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Plenty waiting in the middle. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Yamal! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. And it's Spain who take the lead. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Chouameni. Pedri. And that is a little undercooked. Koundé. Olise. So much time and space here. And that has been cleared. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nico Williams. Always onto this. Oyarzabal. Can he finish? Rabiot. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez. Showing good feet. Hernandez with the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Rodri. Yamal. Llorente. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz shifted upfield. Played into space out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Who's he going to play in? And here's Olise. That's really well cleared. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now it's Williams. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Saliba, forwards and with intent. Plays it through. Koundé. Nico Williams. Eric Garcia. Llorente. Oyarzabal. Fabian Ruiz played out to the left flank. Chouameni. Rabiot. France getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Koundé. Cherki. Upamecano, and he goes cross-field. Saliba, aim forwards. Cherki, thinks one through. Now it's Dembele. Eric Garcia. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. And here's Olise. That's a little off target. Koundé. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Llorente. Well, played right into his path. Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Oyarzabal certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rabiot. Upamecano. Cherki. Upamecano. Tchouaméni. Saliba. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Oh, it's played into the area. And a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Eric Garcia. Kubasi. Rodri. Eric Garcia. And it's played forward. Nico Williams chasing after it. Olise. Saliba. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pau Kubasi gets it away. Now it's Olise. Olise goes for the header! And that has been clubbed away. Koundé. Olise. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's really well manoeuvred. Saliba shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Lovely bit of skill. Cherki. Rabiot. Llorente getting this one clear. Tchouaméni opts to play it back. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Dembele. And it's Dembele. Hernandez. Rabiot. Olise. That's a and a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Olise goes short. Rodri clears it away. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Nico Williams. And it's played forward. Tchouaméni. Saliba played over towards the opposite flank. Koundé tries to dink it through. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia forwards and with intent. Rabiot. Tchouaméni chooses to go cross-field. Koundé. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Cherki. And here's Dembele. Yamal attempts a clearance. Eric Garcia, gently done. Upamecano. And here's Mbappe. Great work on the overlap. And he's there to get rid. Cherki. Tchouaméni. Rabiot. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Saliba. Cherki. Over to the left. And here's Dembele. Cherki. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fabian Ruiz. And it's Cucurella. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Muscular approach does pay off here. Hernandez. Saliba. Chouameni. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Could be danger here. Rodri. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get free. Yamal, back when it goes. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe. Dembele. Hernandez. Cherki. Olise! It's a loose ball. Unai Simon herring after the ball here. Tries to get it clear. And it's Rabiot. Rabiot delivered in. And it's hoisted clear. Olise turns and goes back. Oh, shooting chance! Mbappe gets flagged offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Cucurella. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rodri. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Cucurella. Now that's well seen too. That has been cut short. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Ruiz. Cucurella. Out to the left it goes. Williams. And that's been well dealt with. And there's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
There's the start of the second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rodri. Saliba. Hernandez. Cherki. Unai Simon sends that a long way. Cherki. Moved on forwards. Gets it away. Now it's Rabiot. Cherki. Nico Williams. Cherki. Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Olise with the short one. Nice physical challenge. Nico Williams gets good distance on it. Koundé. Rabiot. Olise. Rabiot. Koundé. Mbappe, Rabiot, oh, good spread. That's good play. Cherki, out to the right. Rabiot. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Rodri, Kubasi, Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia shifted upfield. Olise, Chouameni, Cherki. He's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pedri, Nico Williams, Cucurella, Nico Williams, Cucurella, Chouameni, aim forwards. Mbappe, spread out to the left. Hernandez crosses.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Nico Williams, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Olise. Rabiot. Looks to the other side. And it's Dembele. Cherki! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Rodri, Eric Garcia, Fabian Ruiz, played out towards the right wing. Cherki, Hernandez. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. They get a throw in. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Proves too strong. Saliba, gently done. And here's Mbappe. Cherki. And here's Olise. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Yamal. Rodri. Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Over to the left. Nico Williams could try cutting inside here. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
Chouameni. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's played forward. And we'll play for a throw. Koundé. Olise. And he's onside. Olise's a header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Eric Garcia. France still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. It's run loose here. Played out to the right. Koundé's cross. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Great defending, strong and determined. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Williams. Oh, that's neat. Williams. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Llorente. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. Yamal. Tries a measured ball. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. So we've reached the hour mark. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Rabiot. Olise. Koundé. Cherki. And here's Rabiot. Aimed in towards the centre. Tries to get it clear.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Searching pass he's played there. Nico Williams has it in a wide position. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! Dembele, forwards and with intent. Cross in, looks like a good one. Llorente is there and he can get that clear. Playing towards the other side. Nico Williams. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Koundé, Upamecano, Rabiot. Upamecano, Cherki. It's a throw-in. Oyarzabal. And here's Pedri. Mbappe. Rabiot. Chouameni. Olise. Rabiot. Cherki. And he's heaved it away. That'll be a throw. And here's Olise. Olise's cross. Kal Kubasi with the clearance. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Una Simon claims it, and the danger passes. Fabian Ruiz. And they've got a throw. Koundé. Nico Williams does really well to win the ball there. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nico Williams. Pedri. And here's Nico Williams. Llorente. Rodri. Llorente. That's tidy. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Cherki. Dembele. Tries a deft little ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
France really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Well, played right into his path. Hernandez, and it's Dembele. Dembele. Hernandez. Oh, sweet feet. Rodri wins the duel this time. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Out to the right. Rodri. And it's Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. Nico Williams. Oh, smashing header! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
France, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Rabiot. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Oyarzabal. Cucurella looking to hit the byline here. That's not going far. Cherki. Hernandez. Chouameni chooses to go cross-field. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Cherki. Koundé. Rabiot. Cherki. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. And they've got rid. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Upamecano. Dembele. Dembele played through into space. Koundé. Now here's the delivery.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Koundé. Oh, that's nice. And here's Olise. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Dembele gets over and intercepts. Olise.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Succumbs to the pressure.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Dembele. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Good ball, good take. And back to the goalkeeper. Chouameni. Upamecano shifted upfield. Rabiot. Koundé. Chouameni. Cherki. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chouameni. Cherki. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Looks to the other side. Llorente attempts a clearance. And that's been won straight back. Chouameni aim forwards. Olise. Nice control.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Williams. Nico Williams. He's up. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Deftly away. Throw it. Fabian Ruiz. Koundé makes the interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Koundé chasing after it. Koundé. Nice physical challenge. Nico Williams, gently done. Moved on forwards. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Nicely intercepted. The referee's awarded a free kick. Upamecano. Olise. Olise played out towards the right wing.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances gone a-begging.
Yamal. And it's played forward.
Spain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And it's Pedri. Cherki.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, red, nice interception. Rodri. Llorente. Oh, this looks sharp. Nico Williams looks to get on the end of this. And reclaimed it in a trice. Dembele. He is just caressing the ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kubasi. Llorente. Yamal. Llorente. Kubasi. Eric Garcia, gently done. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. Eric Garcia have it back and can go again. Pedri. Out to the left it goes.
Spain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Rabiot. Chouameni shifted upfield. Dembele picks it up out wide. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Yamal spread out to the left. Elise. And here's Mbappe. Clearly not happy with that. Now who's going to be first to this? Cherki. Cherki! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Eric Garcia. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demande toute votre attention.